Hello guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make a candy rose. This is an intermediate level tutorial. The supplies you are going to need will include scissors, elastic stretch cord or fishing line depending on your preference, and pony beads. I'm using a rainbow variety. This section will have 8 purple beads for the first petal. So we take it, we string it into another purple and pull that all the way through. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add on 8 more purple beads and string through the next purple bead all the way around. Once you've finished your last row of purple petals, what we're going to do is we're going to take our string. We're going to go through that last purple. We're going to pull that tight. If you would like, you can tie a knot. If not, we can keep going. It doesn't really matter, it's just going to make it a little bit more secure. Now we're going to take our string and we're going to string it through the blue bead right next to it. We're going to start on our blue petals. They're going to have 7 beads on each petal. So you can see that we have 2 blue beads. What we're going to do is we're going to skip over the next blue bead and go through the one on the right side instead. That way we're not stringing through 2 or 3 different blue beads. So we're going to skip completely over the one in the middle onto the next one, and I'll show you this later. But remember, it's 7 blue beads on a petal. So this is what I'm talking about, where you take your end and we're going to string it through the second blue bead. So skipping the one that's directly in the middle. That way we don't overlap too much and we don't have a weird stringing habit. And that's only because this is the only section that really has that. So we're just going to skip over it, and it's going to add a nice layered effect. It's also going to create the petals to be slightly offset. So again, we're going to add on 7 more blue beads, skip over 1 bead, and string into the next bead. And so we're going to do this all the way around again. Once you've finished this row, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our string and we're going to string it through that green bead right there to make sure that it's coming out. We're going to add on 7 green beads the same way that we did with the blue beads, and we're going to skip over that second bead again, exactly like we did with the blue beads. So skip 1 bead and go into the next green bead. So here we are, adding on our 7 beads, skipping 1 green bead, and going on to the next bead. And you can continue this all the way around until you finished your green row. Once you have completed the green row, we're going to string into that yellow bead right there. And this time, since we don't have doubles of the yellow, we're just going to add on 5 yellow beads. We're going to string into the next yellow bead. We don't have to worry about skipping anything. We're just going to do all the points for the yellow. 5 yellow beads. Take your string, go into the next yellow bead right there, and continue all the way around. We begin the orange row by stringing through the yellow and down through the orange that is right next to it. And because we've got doubles of orange again, we're going to be stringing through the first one, we're going to be skipping 1, and we're going to be stringing through that second row again. So we're going to be alternating the petals again. We're going to have 5 orange beads on each petal. Add on your 5 orange beads. skip your one orange bead and go into the next one. We're going to pull it tight. And we're going to continue this all the way around. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our string. We're going to add on 5 red beads. We're going to skip that red bead and go into the next one. And this is so we can start decreasing the amount of petals that we have to bring it in tighter. So you're going to have 3 petals in this section, and then you just continue it all the way around. Now I'm going to take my string and I'm going to poke it through the center so it's coming out the bottom. Because when we get to the last row of the pink petals, it's really difficult to string them on. So I like to work from the bottom and then you can flip them out. So you take your string and you make sure that you're poking through the pink bead. We're going to add on 3 pink beads to this petal. We're going to skip 1 bead and go into the next bead. And then do this for the rest of it. Once you've finished, make sure that you tie a knot so your layers are secure, and then just cut off the excess. We're going to take those petals, we're going to push them out so they're sticking out the top now. And there you go, you've successfully created your first candy rose. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. I put out new videos every Monday. If you'd like to see the first part of this tutorial, you can click on the new video section. And if you'd like to see a playlist of intermediate level tutorials, then click on the playlist button right there.